From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. I'm D-Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Rapid City area schools say they will end their school health professionals program in September as the COVID-era federal funding used to pay for the position ends. Health assistants that were implemented during COVID to help address health and safety concerns in Rapid City schools were paid by the U.S. Department of Education with the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Fund. After being extended multiple times, the economic stimulus program will end later this year. RCAS Community Relations say the district does not have the financial means to continue employing the healthcare professionals. Rapid City's Legal and Finance Committee will consider going forward with 3 grant applications. Amy Rose has more.
Rapid City's Legal and Finance Committee will consider 3 measures Wednesday for Rapid City's staff to move forward with 3 grant applications. They involve fire and emergency response, energy efficiency, and pollution reduction, totaling more than $2.5 million. Officials say these grants open up many possibilities for the city and several departments and divisions to provide better services and promote energy savings and efficiencies. If the measures are approved at Wednesday's meeting, they will advance to the City Council for full consideration and action Monday, April 3rd.
A Rapid City man has been sentenced to 5 years in prison after leading law enforcement on a chase in July of last year. Sean Hawk pleaded guilty in December to felonies stemming from the chase that began in Box Elder and ended in Rapid City. The truck Hawk was driving finally stopped after getting stuck in a drainage ditch against a utility pole near the intersection of Eglin and La Crosse Streets. Hawk ran on foot before police tased and arrested him. A judge says Hawk put many lives in danger that day and sentenced him to 5 years for aggravated intentional damage to property and a year for simple assault against a law enforcement officer. In national and international news, a senior Russian diplomat says Moscow has suspended sharing information about its nuclear forces with the United States, including notices about missile tests. Russia's deputy foreign minister said that Moscow had halted all information exchanges with Washington. The announcement about missile tests came as the Russian military deployed mobile launchers to Siberia in a show of the country's massive nuclear capability amid the fighting in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukraine's president says a major battle in the east of that country must be won. Amy Rose has the story.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is warning that his nation must win a drawn-out battle in a key eastern city. Otherwise, he says Russia could begin building international support for a deal that could require Ukraine to make unacceptable compromises. Zelenskyy says Russia would use a victory in Bakhmut to its political advantage. Zelenskyy says that if Russia takes Bakhmut, Putin would sell his victory to the West, as well as China and Iran. Zelenskyy also invited the leader of China to visit Ukraine. China has long been aligned with Russia and has taken a position of neutrality in the war.
In the federal budget standoff, the majority of U.S. adults are asking lawmakers to pull off the impossible. Cut the overall size of government, but also devote more money to the most popular and expensive programs. 6 in 10 U.S. adults say the government spends too much money, but majorities also favor more funding for things like infrastructure, healthcare, and Social Security. The findings suggest efforts to shrink the government may be politically risky ahead of the 2024 elections. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Cloudy with a high of 40, low tonight 29. And that was your Daily Slice for Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D-Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D-Ray Knight. Have a great day.